Hello guys, today I'm here to show you my Metallica collection. I do not have many things. I think I have some decent collection, nothing crazy. There is out there many massive collectors. You have no idea. Uh, Few of them have almost everything, which is pretty possible. Uh, but the difference with them it is they was more older fans than me because they are more older. And when they started to collect things of this band, it was more cheap. It was one area that the vinyl example was very dead. No one buy them, and these collectors buy this kind expensive and rare vinyl that it is right now. They buy them very cheap, uh, or they exchange. They was collectors, and one collector was from Canada, sent to Europe, to UK the Canada vinyl, and the UK sent to the guy the UK vinyl. So it was some kind trading. So they built the collection with very more cheaper than me or every other person that go into or later. Even though I collect from young king kid anything I could, but when I was young, I did not know what's happening. I do not know if the vinyl sound better. I do not know nothing. Just collect things that I like and I see in the stores. Nothing serious. Anyway, today I'm here to show you some very rare and, in my opinion, very amazing things, and general my collection. Let's start. I will start with the first pressings of my Metallica albums. I do not bring everything. I bring what I think it is good to own. It is good sounding. I have bring rare things, first pressing, and very good sounding records. That's it. And we start, of course, with. Wait a minute. Okay, we will start, of course, with the first of all, the legendary Megaforce Kill 'Em All, the first album of Metallica, with this label. If you see here, this Megaforce, and down is the address. There is another pressing that no contains the address. This is the very first, and in both sides has A1. And I do not remember if the side B have B1 or again A1, but the very first pressing it was this that it indicates the one in both sides. The later, the second, the third, blah blah blah, had A2, A3, A4, A5. Because they repressed. This goes, I think, 3,000 copies. This is the legendary Megaforce first pressing of Kill 'Em All, and now cost one guy have buy it 1,700 euros, guys. This probably mid condition. I have it near mid condition. This or very good. So I suppose cost 800 euros. Next, I have again the legendary first pressing of Friday Lightning with the Megaforce logo. They came out, and after Elektra take them and repress again the album, and there was no summer repress, so they got sold out. And after Elektra sell their copies, so it's very rare, very expensive. One of the most value pressing I own, probably the most expensive I have ever buy. One guy have buy it 2,400 euros, guys. This probably with some tags of headfill, I think, in the butt. But the medium price it's 300 400 euros, guys. Okay, let's put in order here because I have many things to show you. Next, I will go with Master of Puppets, the first pressing of the album, the specialty. I think this was the first, and after it was the Alien. Here it dedicated the SP. I do not know if you can see it. Specialty. It was from the West Coast. The Alien was from East Coast. This is the truly first pressing of the Planet. When the album released first time, it was this pressing. This case. Good sound record, probably the second best version of the album. This and the Alien, and very rare. Cost should cost 150 euros, guys. The Alien cost this. This must be a little more cheaper, 100. The Alien is more expensive, I think. I do not bring every vinyl I own because the video will go insane. Okay. Next, I have bring some US first pressing and some Europe. Here is the Europe Music for Nation UK first pressing of the album, the truly first pressing in Europe. This was in UK, but this came out in the stores in Europe first time after Go the Roadrunner. This is the Ready Lighting, the very first pressing UK. In the Europe first time released in UK because in Europe Music for Nation was the label of Metallica, and Music for Nation give files to Roadrunner and France and other countries. Very valuable, not so expensive. I think 100 euros. Expensive because it's fair, but not so good sound quality. Next, I have the Kill 'Em All, the Music for Nation first pressing, very rare. The most brutal, explosive pressing of the album, but has some disadvantages. I have make a vinyl comparison if you want to go and see what it is the sound quality of this vinyl. Very rare, first pressing in the Europe, Kill 'Em All. This is the first pressing in Europe of Black Album. Made in Holland, if you see here, made in Holland. This was in Europe, the most reachable and amazing sounding pressing. You can find it 90, 100 euros, or if you are like a little more cheaper. This is the Load, US first pressing and the best sounding version of this album. I have make a vinyl comparison of this album. Amazing pressing. I think it was cut in sterling with from John Marino itself, and mastering from John Marino. Amazing sound pressing, the first Electra of Load pressing. And here I have the Just for All Europe first pressing. Again, made in Holland. Like that, you identify that it was the first DMA process like the US. Similar sound quality like the UK. Nothing crazy on the sound quality. This was the first pressing of these albums, Europe and USA. And now I will show you the best sounding version of these albums, on vinyl at least, of the first 4 albums of Metallica, and we'll start for Kill 'Em All. This is the legendary Columbia House. In my opinion, this is the best sound version of Kill 'Em All. I have made a vinyl comparison. Very expensive, very rare. Cost 150 euros to 100 euros to find it. Insane sound quality. After I have the Master of Puppets, the legendary Columbia House again. I think this is the best version of the album, and because it's the best version of the album, cost 1 kidney. You can find it 200-300 euros, or if it is very good condition, 800 euros. Very rare, but in my opinion, the best sounding version of this album, Columbia House. And to close the set, to close the series, because this was series from Columbia House, it's the Jazz for All. Again, the best sounding version of this album, and no wondering. They know how to cut, and it was no by accident to bring the best sounding version of this album, the Jazz for All. To identify this, you need to go, if it is sealed, you need to go here and say manufactured by Columbia House under license. Here, and Electra logo, insane sound version. And for radio lighting, the first Electra issue, cut by Howie Winberg, mastering from Bob Bladwin in the master disc. This is the Electra first issue, the best sounding version of this album. The difference from the others is not massive, but from the most is massive, from the most the pressings I own. The sound quality here is insane. Probably this is the most audiophile Metallica vinyl I own in Metallica Collection. If you want to listen to this album, brutal, insane, you need to have this version, guys. This is the specialty version, and it was the first Electra version, the specialty. The alt come, I think, a little later. And now I have some rare cool things to show you, some rare vinyl and expensive, very valuable. Here I have the radio lighting, the Canadian, very rare. I was very lucky to receive this from Canada. The custom fish, insane. The risk, insane. This is the first version in Canada with the white labels. The repress was with black labels. Amazing sounding version of the album, and have the same mastering with the Megaforce first pressing of the album. These two pressing have the same mastering of Tom Coyne. The other pressing in Electra have Bob Bladwick and Tim Young. Okay. After I have the legendary misprint France green cover, probably the most collective material to have from Metallica in my opinion. Insane, the misprint. No one knows how many print, probably 4,000. No one knows really. But it was 3 types. I think this was the very first pressing, and after the repress another 2 times. So it is the 3 version of this type. And the very first, as many people say in the internet, it was with the cover that behind say print in France. If you see, you cannot see what they say, but you can see some letters, print in France. This is the very first pressing of this legendary collective material. The sound is very bad. It's not good at all, but insane. And inside this, the inner sleeve, it was like that. The second version I think has one cut here, and identifies some notes inside. Go to Scopes and find it. But this was the first pressing of this legendary, and probably the most expensive now. Cost 300 euros. 3, 4, I do not know. Okay, let's continue. Here I have Here I have the Kill 'Em All, again from Megaforce, but this was the 3rd pressing of the album, and it was mastered. It was not mastered, it was cut from a different person. The first cut was, I think, from Jack Skinner, because they identify in the inner sleeve inside who cut in Sterling, the first pressing, and after the repress. And the 3rd pressing go to Frankfurt Labs, and Tom Coyne cut this version. It contains the same mastering, previous mastering of Megaforce, the original, but has different cut. Tom Coyne did excellent job here, guys, and the sound here sound more explosive, more lively, powerful. The solo is insane. One of the best sounding versions of this album. If you want to own one very good Megaforce sound version, this is the third pressing of cut by Tom Coyne in Frankfurt Labs. You go this Cox and see it. Very valuable, not so like the first because the first was first. Cost 130 euros, but very good sounding record. It was not the first, but from Megaforce it was the best sounding version. Here I have one that never come in series like many other vinyls. It was from Simple Vinyl, the Black Album version, and they tried to give us some very audiophile version of this album, digital, I think, no all analog, high quality sleeves, vinyl, virgin vinyl pressings, and indeed this pressing was very good, amazing, but I think the new Chris Bellan remastered is better and more valuable because this cost 150 euros, and the original Europe and the 45 RPM box set, all analog, cut from Chris Bellan is better than this version, but this is amazing collector material to own from this album and very good sounding version, but it's not my go to. Okay, here I have probably the most beautiful and rare Metallica vinyls in my collection. The Japanese first pressing and all pressings. It was released, the Radilander was released another two versions if I remember correctly, with very slightly difference in packaging. I do not remember but it indicates the same numbers, so the same quality, the same packaging, the same. It will be insane. They'll be here. This is probably two of my most valuable records. One guy, probably near mid, and probably one guy because it's the same price. I buy this 1,000, 1,000, and 1,000. And the mid price go 400 for with OB. Without OB you can find it 200. But not buy this without OB, guys. The sound version is not good, especially in radio lighting. And if you want to buy this, you buy them because they have the OB. Don't buy without the OB. I have do the same mistake with Kill 'Em All and Just For All to listen to the album how they sound, but I regret it with the OB, guys. No pay nothing without the OB. It is only collected material. If you want to have a very good sound in records, no buy the Japanese. Buy what I have shown you in other videos, but this only collected. If you are a collector, you are sure to have the OBs. Very valuable, very expensive. Here, okay, no this, like this. Yes, and now I will show you some series that it was not the first pressing or some it's a collected material, but it was some series from the Metallica albums and deserve your attention. It was the 45 RPM from Music for Nation series that came out in '87. After they lose contract with Metallica, they tried to release whatever they could and they released very good with DMA process, but 45 RPM, the three first Metallica albums, double LPs. Very brutal, the most brutal version of the album, especially the Master Puppets and Just For All. This is not so brutal. This is the Kill 'Em All. Radio lighting, 5 RPM, and with the sticker here, but with the sticker. 45 RPM, WP, brutal, and Master Puppets, 45 RPM. This was one series, very great series to own. The albums cost around 100, 150 euros, depends of the quality. Here I have one other decent series from the three first Metallica albums, with the spaceship labels from Vertigo with all DMA process in master ticks. In '89, Vertigo go to Vertigo take Metallica, Elektra take Metallica in the US, and after Vertigo take Metallica in Europe because Music for Nation lose the contract, and they release some reissues, and it was very good series, very valuable, not valuable, very how to say it, very good budget version to own, guys, and great sound quality. Kill 'Em All, one of the best versions of the album, very budget version. Lighting, very budget version and one of the best sounding version of the album. If you do not have money to buy the Electra because it costs almost 200 or a little less, or not have the money to buy some other expensive, this is the most valuable cheap version you can own. And the Master Puppets, I suggest to not buy it. This was not so good like the other two. It was bad, it was a little muddy, it was the sound has massive low end. I do not know what they done. It's not so good, great sound in but it's cheap. I think it is. Now all vinyl cost 50 euros, 50, 60 euros. Okay, so this is cheap, but no exceed 100 euros. Another series I want to show you is the Vertigo 2001, amazing series from Optimal. There was mastered and cut in Optimals in Germany, and this is the Kill 'Em All, 180 grams every version. The Kill 'Em All, very good sound, not the best of the series. The price is little okay, if I remember, 50, 60, 70 euros, but all these series go very up because it was great all around and people go and buy them and nothing have left. After this, Ferrari lighting, this is in my opinion the second best pressing of this album, incredible, very expensive now, 100 euros or more, insane version to listen to the album here. Amazing cut from Marco Clago. This is the Master Puppets. This is the second or the third best version of the album. Insane version, guys. I bought it very cheap, 30 euros or 25. Now cost 100 or more. Insane version, but still is a little richer if you want to listen to the album. Very good, and you do not have money to buy the Columbia House. This or the first Electra pressing, but this is more good all around. Has more low end. Is the most balanced version, although the wall home damaging sound amazing, no distortion at all. And the last from the series, the Vertigo 2001 Just for All, not so good like the Kill 'Em All, and it was little okay version, but not deserve 100 euros. Great packaging, but the sound was little lifeless in my opinion. Here I have another series. Is from the Roadrunner, the first Roadrunner version of Kill 'Em All Master Puppets Just for All. Incredible version. If you are Europe, it's the best choices to buy the Roadrunner. Avoid the Music for Nation, the first pressing. Always go from Roadrunner. Kill 'Em All, the second best pressing of the album, in my opinion. Insane version, the most raw, the best guitars. Roadrunner, first pressing. Rally lighting, white labels, Roadrunner, top 5 best pressing of the album, insane version and very reachable. Cost around 80-100 euros. I bought a little more cheaper, but still is reachable, guys. If you are in Europe and you do not want to pay fees and you are not collector or you want the best sound version, Roadrunner is go. Is your go-to. Okay, and lastly the Roadrunner Master Puppets, not so good like other pressing, but still much better than the most pressing I own. Reachable, 80-100 euros, amazing, and have one of the best Leper Messiah I have ever listened after the Columbia House. This is my second best Leper Messiah. I do not know what they done in this song. It sounds insane from this version, Roadrunner. The other version has a little more bass. But generally very good, has nothing to do with the Music for Nation. It is the Music for Nation logo, but here has RR, if you see, it's the Roadrunner, and here, where is, and here has again RR. Roadrunner. Okay. And lastly, I have some Korean vinyl of Master Puppets and Ride Lighting. They came out with a Philips label, very expensive. It's only collect material, very bad sound quality version, but very collective material. And here are the Master Puppets that no contain the original track list. This was able here, Welcome Home and Damaging was missing, and they put Brett Fant and Prince instead of these songs. Uh, Nobody, of course, this to listen the album uh, because you will not listen the album. I'm very surprised that they released Master Puppets and have the Master Puppets song inside. Imagine they released this without Master Puppets also inside. You could believe it. They released Master Puppets without Master Puppets. Here the Korean letters. And I want to show you something very interesting. They cut this version on the limits. They really it was very bad decision because they have no the original track list, so they do not know what song put and what side. And the first side that it dedicates 3 songs. In the dead wax has the matrix running out. Okay, in the dead wax, but in the second side, the running the matrix running out, the code go inside the label, guys. If you see, it is somewhere here. R A9. I do not know. 1A39B is like on the label. If you see, it is on the label. Is no here is there is no dead wax here. Okay. Finally, from vinyl, I want to show you the first pressing of Garage Inc. Days. The specialty version, great sounding record from this EP. I forget to show you with the first pressing. Very good, but not the best. I have made a specific video for this. Now, guys, I want to show you what I have in my collection. Not many things. I have the Coughing, the Death Magnetic. I have some booklet or original, I do not know, DVDs from the band here, if you see. The videos, some kind of master in America Live. One book. I have the Cans Live DVD, Legendary. I have in Mexico. I love this live house CD inside and DVD. Here the live set, CD and DVD, the big four. Here is the vinyl of Metallica Ion. Here. And here is the box sets, all the box sets I own, just for all, 45 RPM, Black Album 45 RPM, the best sounding version of the album, Load 45, Reload 45, Garaging 45, SNM 45, Death Magnetic 45 RPM, Metallica Through Never Music. This is the live and the movie. It's not 45, I think this, and the Hardwire, the box set when they came out. I buy it. The ultimate side has the DVD and some rare things. Very cool. Here it is. Here is all my CD I own. You see here the albums, some digipack Japanese version, the ultimate version of CD that came out with the box set, Master Puppets and Black Album. Here is all the singles I own in CD. Here you see. To say for the singles from 1 until Garaging was released in 5 areas: Australia, Germany, UK, Japan and USA. I do not have all the set, but I think I have, from whatever I may ROM I have, all 5 and 1, I think. And after they release some singles that it was set 3 parts. If you see here, fuel, 1, 2, 3, the more maps 1, 2, 3. I've given to 1, 2, 3. The page, turn the page 1, 2, 3. It was set like that, and the front here it was 6. I do not have 6. I think I have 5. And the tiger, it was very many. It was many and expensive, but I bought it when I was young. And here I have all the box set Metallica, the remastered box set. Here, kill them all. Rather adding Master Puppets, the most valuable. This cost 100 or almost 1,000 or almost 2,000 euros now. This is you can find 1,000 I think now. It was pressed more. This was 3. It was 5,000 more this than this because they pressed this and they did not sell. So I think they press 5,000 less copies than this, and now it's very expensive. And just for all the second more expensive box set, it was a master, my favorite. My favorite probably is Black Album the most, but this was amazing too. The other Master Puppets was too. The first two was not so good, but from Master Puppets and after they go hard, they give us good material. And here is the Reno box set. If you see here, I have the number 4,298. If you see here, here's the Reno box set, 5,000 copies that contains. I have speak in my reviews. Contains the first albums of Metallica, Until and Just for All, and here is the San Francisco box set. And here I have some vinyl when I was in the vinyl club. When I was in the vinyl, they sent me this. Very rare to buy separate now. Cost 100 euros. Tribute of Chris Connor, and they give me one card here. Vinyl club was member. Here is some live cassette. I have seen the band. 2007, the first time I see Metallica. It was insane live in Athens. And here 2010. And here some. I cut this in the live. This is a Kirk Hammett tag. And this was from Headville. 20 years Master Puppets was in 2006. They pressed this. I do not remember the word to say how is this, but you see. And 2007 they have the same, and I cut this. I was in very head. I do not remember where I take this. And that's it, guys. I do not have other things to add. I do not have like many other people some things that to put design. I always was interested to have media. I wanted to have something that I can listen after. Okay, sometimes I buy things that I never listen. I have so many things, but when I collect vinyl, I wanted to see what is the best sounding version of these albums, not to collect to finish the puzzle. The most things I buy it was to listen. I do not have cassettes. I was not into cassettes. Also, I do not have the money to buy everything, as you can understand. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is my collection. Metallica. Here I have. I didn't the beer. Okay, guys.